Well, hey guys, it's Ken Lawson, Renaissance Man, and I am here today with Dimash doing Show Must Go On live at the Virtuosos. I saw his original performance of this way back, when he was first blowing up and had SOS and was on that show. I'm pretty sure it was on that show that he did Show Must Go On. And it'll be really interesting to see him do it now that he's more seasoned and his voice amazingly has gotten better and better over the years. So I'm really curious to hear this. And I did not know that there was going to be a symphony. So that's a bonus. I'm going to turn off closed captions because I don't need them because I know this song from Queen, of course. And actually, this is one of my all-time favorite Queen songs because of the context of it, of being one of the last songs that Freddie Mercury ever sang and how he had to struggle through just recording it. But Dimash's version last time was good. I get the feeling this is going to be even better. He's got so many more tools in the toolbox even than he used to have, and he used to have a ton. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. You all know that I like to look at the video and all that, but with this being a performance, it won't be as big a thing, but I will stop along the way because I'll have things I want to focus on. Alrighty. Apor, Szüts. Ooh.
Empty spaces.
Ooh, already off to a better start.
What am I living for? Abandoned places. I guess we know the score. On and on. Does anybody know what we are looking for?
I like the lighting here.
Another hero.
Ooh.
Another mind to describe behind the curtains. In the pantomime. Hold the line. Does anybody want to take it anymore?
Okay, I'm going to stop it there before he gets to the Show Must Go On part because real big differences from when he did it the first time. I feel like he's feeling what he's singing more here, a little bit more of having been through a lot of this. It's like he's bringing the hardship of his experiences of having to push through and all that, performing live. And I didn't notice his hand, when it first started. So I'll have to look up what happened there. But I really like his delivery on this. This is already way better, I think, than the first version I heard of it. And the look on his face is better too. He's become a better actor and everything over the years. And it's really neat to see him reinterpret that.
Behind the curtains.
His low end has gotten so nice and rich now, too.
Hold the line. Does anybody want to take it anymore? Show must go on.
Ooh, that was nice.
Show must go on.
Yeah, I just feel it this
Inside
time.
my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on.
And his pronunciation's gotten really good.
Whatever happens,
Ooh.
I leave it all to chance. Another courage, another world romance. On the north, does anybody know what we are looking for? another hero, another mind describe.
Let me just point out right there, does anybody know what we are looking for? I think when he originally did it, he went for and did a little thing, and he didn't do it this time because I think this time it's not for a performance, it's not for that, and he didn't probably just learn the song, you know, and have to work it out in a shorter time. He's had time to really grasp what he's saying, and it comes out in the performance here because he's not putting flourishes where they don't need to be, just because he can. And he didn't used to do that overly much, but every once in a while there were parts where you're like, oh, okay.
What we are looking for,
I like that. For
another hero, another
love little
mind
pizzicato
describe.
strings.
Behind the curtain,
Well, not plucked, but
in the pantomime,
ooh, that was a nice note.
on the line. Does anybody want to take it anymore? Show must go on.
Wow. Ooh, that went different than I expected.
Show must go on.
Well, that's neat. Oh, it's young virtuosos. Okay.
Inside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flagging, but my smile still stays so.
Oh. Oh, wow. Sorry. I got a couple tears in the corners of my eyes here. Holy crap. This has so much power to it. And I did not expect electric violin with distortion. When it started, I thought it was guitar. But the arrangement here, which I'm sure he had a ton to do with all of the sudden stops and all that, are giving this so much power.
Smile.
And I like that they didn't hit a note at the end of that. It was just let it die. That is so cool. This part's gonna be beautiful.
My soul is painting like the wings of butterflies. Fairy tales of yesterday, recall but never die.
Wow.
I get blind, my
Ooh. Like a little skip hop. God, this is great. I think he's having ear monitor problems. Huh. Wow.
Thank you very much.
Now, I want to go back and look at that last little bit there because you very rarely see him look like he's mustering up to a note. Or what it almost feels like in this performance, and I'll have to look it up after, it feels like he's got notes in mind he wants to hit, but he's not sure if he's going to get them, and he's calculating. And you have to do that sometimes when you're doing live, and and you've gone for something and you're like, ooh, I have to go to something else. And I could be totally wrong on this. This could be exactly how you planned it out. But I feel like he's making decisions on the fly here because he's feeling like something's not going to be there that he wants to be. And it's only here mostly at the end. And this is not a criticism. This is what happens live. I like that raspiness there. Because I think he made a decision right there to change what he was going to do. But the amazing thing is that he's got the toolbox to be able to go, okay, I'm not going to do what I had planned there. Let me pick from these 18 other choices that I've got.
Thank you very much.
To go with. And like I said, none of this is a criticism. Shit happens live. And I've been on stage singing songs, and no matter how good a singer you are, there are nights when you maybe have a little bit of phlegm buildup or something, you know, you're tired. And some notes that you expect to be there aren't, or they're not in a way that you want them to be. And so you have to find ways around it in the moment. And great singers do it to where it just, you know, they come up with something really cool. He came up with something really cool, if that's what happened. But it was, man, what a powerful performance. That far exceeded what I was expecting. This felt very well thought out, and that he studied the lyrics and was emoting all of the feelings that were behind them, and maybe even with a little bit more of the putting himself in Freddie's shoes of what that would feel like when you know you're at the end of, well, for Freddie, end of his life, but end of your career, and you're just, you know, you're pushing through, and he emoted that extremely well in this performance. I loved it. Anyway, I know I haven't been back to Dimash for a while, but I've got another 2 or 3 that I put on my list up, you know, in the next month or so. And I think I haven't been keeping up as much with what's been coming out recently, but if you want to make a recommendation of stuff that's come out maybe in the last month or two, but not as much of I like, trying to remember the name of the song, Agni, anyway, the very, very opera one that he was doing, the low, the high, and he did it at maybe some kind of Olympics or something, and several other times. I don't like the opera stuff as much. I appreciate his ability to do it, and I think he does it as well, if not better, than a lot of opera singers I've seen. But those songs don't appeal to me as much as a lot of his other stuff. So if you can tell me ones, I've got the one of him and his brother in my list right now. And if you can come up with some others, let me know, because I've been struggling to find the ones that I want to do next. And that are popular enough, you know, to where people will want to watch them. So anyway, I will see you next time. So you have a great day, great night, and great life. See you next time. Bye.